What up, y'all? Welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your president, your tour guide, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. I'm the landlord, the owner, tenant, the janitor. I mop the damn floor. Like, subscribe, and share, comment, do all of the things that make a page pop. If you're trying to be a citizen, do all the above. I might be a little bit late on this topic right here because I really didn't know a lot about it. When as it was unfolding, like it ain't a new topic. It also doesn't seem like this topic is going away anytime soon. It is what it is, right? DJ Envy. Is DJ Envy going to jail? Y'all think Envy? Y'all really think Envy going? Y'all really think Envy going to jail? DJ Envy is not going to jail. Well, let me not say that. Let me not say that. But let me say I don't think that DJ Envy is going to jail. Hold on a second. Let me move this back. Get mine. I don't think so. Because I don't know. Let's talk about it. I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Brownsville, Brooklyn is a high crime area. I'm familiar with crime. I'm familiar with, being accessories, like laws are weird things. Like sometimes they don't make sense, but sometimes they do. It comes down to being an accessory to a crime. That's an interesting concept right there. Like if you get in the car with me and you got a whole illegal firearm and you just now finished doing a robbery. But you don't tell me that. You just hit me up as like a calm friend would hit up your man. Hey, yo, Rocco, I need a ride. You come pick me up. Where you at? I'm in the city. I'm in the city too. Come pick me up by First Ave. Some shit like that, right? And you just now finished robbing the First National Bank or some shit like that. But I don't know, right? I just come pick you up and drive away, take you home, and there's no smoke, like no police activity or nothing like that. You don't get caught, whatever. And at a later date, you get arrested for it, and my car is on the camera and all of that. I mean, yeah, they gonna come get me for questioning, right? They're gonna probably even arrest me. But in my mind, with a real lawyer, if what I just now said to you is true, then I should be okay. You know what I mean? I've seen, see, people are so afraid of the power of the police that a lot of times they don't even fight. They don't even fight for their life. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if they on you, like they got him, we all caught, we copping out. Nah, that's not so fast. That is with criminal, state law or whatever. Like that's not the FBI. I've never really had any dealings with the FBI's, and from what I've heard from all of the people who have, it's a serious ball game. Like it's exponentially worse to deal with them people. You know what I mean? And the reason I bring up the story, the example, the analogy of, me assisting you, like I'm just your getaway driver and you just now robbed the bank, but I didn't even know. You understand? I mean, like, how many times? So there's that example. But check out this example. there have been times where police, they used to call it steering, right? Where police run up on you and ask you, you know where I could buy drugs from? Where the weed at? When weed was illegal as fuck everywhere, or something else. You know what I'm saying? More heavy, actual drugs that niggas was peddling in the hood. Bus head run up on you and ask you, you know where to find the blah blah blah, and you lead them to it. You can go down for that. They called it steering, or something like that. Or was steering what you claimed when they did that to you? Something like that. But the bottom line is, they like, you could get in trouble for that, for directing them to the nigga that's pushing the drugs. You could go down for that. I'm not sure that the charge was serious. I mean, but it was a charge. Now we're talking about the feds, where from the way it seems like everything is magnified, multiplied. You understand what I'm saying? And so I use both of those examples to say, on one hand, like, if you have no knowledge of the blah blah blah, then it's possible you can get out of this shit. But then on the other end, where you tell a nigga where he could get, you know drugs is illegal, right? You know that niggas is getting locked up for a fucking clip of weed, right? And you send a nigga to where he could buy a bag of weed. I mean, as unfair as you thought it was against the law, and you could go through for that. You understand what I'm saying? And now you take that, all right, one way. We talking about feds now, the boogeyman of all this shit. We talking about that now. They say the feds don't come for you unless they got you. I mean, they said that the feds went up to iHeartRadio and they didn't, they didn't arrest son or whatever. So that's a good sign for him, because like, when they get to digging, like, you already know it's a like, once, like, you already know, like free to wave, like with Sue Surf, when his situation was coming down the pipe, from what I understand, and from what I was told, like, somebody, I'm speaking of the battle rapper Sue Surf right now. He's currently locked up on a RICO case, right? Somebody in his extended, somebody who somebody got locked up and was telling. The nigga Surf knew off the rip he was going down. He knew it. Like, he started letting everybody know. He started making amends with old enemies that if it wasn't no real smoke, it was just battle rap smoke. It's all love. Y'all gotta. This nigga is eulogizing his career in front of us. He knew it was coming. You understand what I'm saying? And sure enough, within a considerably short amount of time, they came and got some, right? With this Envy shit, I heard a rumor that said they didn't take no computers. They took something from there. They're not going to fucking, I'm speaking of when they went to iHeartRadio, because, the feds went up to iHeartRadio or whatever, and they, on one account, I heard that they took some electronic devices. Then I heard on some other account where they was like, they didn't take nothing. They just went to inform Envy that Cesar Pina was locked up or some shit. I'm not buying that right there. That sounds like somebody trying to control the narrative. I'm just saying. Feds ain't coming to nowhere just to let nobody know that somebody got locked up. That's not what they doing. So they came there to get something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and go with the other story. Maybe they didn't take the whole hard drive, but they're saying that they took some sort of electronic devices. They're saying that. I mean, I would have been here sooner to talk about this shit, but like I said, I just didn't know. I didn't know enough about it. I wasn't interested enough about it. Like I said, like, I can't talk. I'm not gonna come in here talking about some shit I don't know or something I don't care about just because it's hot news. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why I be going for a while. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I mean, I could just come in here and talk about myself all the time, but y'all don't want to see that. I mean, if y'all do want to see that, put a thumbs up in the jump off. Cause I got stories. I could revive story time with Rocco or whatever. I'm already doing the Sigma. I mean, I have other ideas or whatever, but I'm just, you know, whatever. It's all irrelevant. I do have a problem with the victim blaming going on involved. Because I understand how, you know, when you're from the streets or whatever, you know, you got to be a little bit savvy. But the dude, Tony the Closer, who is very convincing. Like, I had never even heard of Tony the Closer, right? No disrespect to him. I had never heard of him. When all of this DJ Envy, real estate shit started coming out, it was all just names I was hearing and all of that. If you would have asked me about a week ago, I would have thought Tony Bro was down. I mean, not Tony Bro. I'm thinking battle rap. I would have thought Tony the Closer was down with Envy and Caesar. Like, I didn't know nothing. I just was hearing all of the names get thrown around. But that is not the case, right? And you know, like, I see him like he's going to war on the side of the victims in this whole shit. Like, you know, niggas, victims in this quote unquote or alleged Ponzi scheme, however you want to look at it, however you want to label it. Tony the Closer has been advocating for the victims. Niggas done lost $300, $200, $500,000 a whop and all of that, you know. And I hear some people saying, and I understand how they say, like, yo, B, you got to be smarter than that. You can't blah, blah, blah. You can't give nobody your last $300,000. And well, listen, with that, I have to say I agree with that. If it's my last three, I'm not giving me and Zoe was talking about, I'm not giving nobody my last $300,000 for not what? I wouldn't care. Like, I see you talking about this on the Joe Budden podcast, right? And it was crazy how they started talking about this exact part. And then they said the exact same thing me and Zoe was saying. Like, nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was Jay-Z. Like, you know, and listen, B, I, being a celebrity, whether you know who I am or not, person watching this, ask your uncle about me if he knows some hit. Anyway, being a celebrity, I understand that the power celebrities have. You understand what I'm saying? They can convince you to do some shit. They not convincing you, but we lower your senses sometimes. We lower your defenses. You say to yourself, DJ Envy, Jay-Z, Rockness Monster, this nigga's a public figure. If he robs me, he can be caught. Like, unconsciously your mind, so like I could show a magazine before the internet. Before the internet, I couldn't do I couldn't do the dirt I used to do before all of this internet shit. Like, yeah, the internet wasn't popping like this, but I was still rock from Helter Skelter. Nigga could pick up a Source magazine and take it to the precinct and say, I did this to them. You understand what I'm saying? So, in your mind, subconsciously, you're not thinking that this celebrity person is a criminal out to take you for your money. So it kind of disarms people. It lowers the defenses and all that. You know what I'm saying? But so you will do it. A lot of times people will. I understand you got to use discernment and all of that, but you cannot. So let me just jump to this part, right? Tony the Closer was speaking to the victims. He was calling them, he's bringing them up on live and all of that shit. And he had one dude, sounded like didn't sound like a black man. It sounded like an older man of another race other than black, whatever. It's irrelevant, right? But the man was speaking about how, like, nigga, you think I signed some one-page rinky-dink contract? He's like, yo, I had my lawyer draw up. He said, I had my lawyer draw up some shit and take it back. We went back and forth with all of the rigorous, all of the steps. He took all the steps and still got. You don't understand. Listen, y'all niggas never read the 48 Laws of Power? Y'all niggas so busy. So many of you niggas so busy discriminating against that book, feeling like that's an evil book. It feels evil, blah, blah, blah. Man, grow up. Bruh, listen, if you had read the book, you would have seen iller cons than that. And I don't mean Decepticons. You would have seen iller cons than that. Like niggas will build a whole mock bank, a whole make-believe office building and open for business, and 100 niggas could walk in there and get robbed. Like, things like this have happened in actual life. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. No matter how, I mean, as smart as you is now, you getting raped by the government, every one of you niggas. All right, I can't say the R word, I'm sorry. You're getting robbed, you're getting played by somebody right now, as smart as all you niggas is. I'm just saying. It's fact. It is what it is. You pay taxes, you get extorted, robbed, and you just like, it's the law. Because it's the law, you think it's fair? You stupid. Let me not say that. I'm sorry. But you understand what I'm saying? Somebody watching this and listening to me understand what I'm saying. Anybody can get got. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga change the law with the easy passes, sticking niggas up for the past few years. Real talk. It's crazy out here. So, you know, I don't think it's cool. I mean, not whether it's cool or not. I don't think you should victim blame. Like, you don't understand. Like, anybody can get got. You might, I mean, like, they might have got for their money. You might have got for your heart. You understand what I'm saying? You thought that girl really loved you. Or you thought that man really loved you. Niggas been pulling the same wool over everybody's eyes for our whole life, and you fell for it again. I'm just saying. I'm just putting a little perspective on it. Salute to all parties involved. If those people, you know, people getting robbed, that's not cool. You understand what I'm saying? I wish everybody good luck. You know what I don't like? This is one thing I don't like about the whole shit. And that's not to judge nobody, right? I get a little bit triggered when I see people or hear people reporting on it from like they happy somebody's going to jail. I mean, if you weren't personally wronged, then, if you were personally wrong, then I get it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody did something to you and you're not the type of person to go get it back, you know what I'm saying, yourself or in blood or nothing like that, then, you know, I can understand you being happy. But people just reporting on it that don't have no personal involvement in it, and they like, ha, got you now. I don't really like that. I don't like it. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get $4 signs. New video is out. It's called Lettuce and Cabbage, or for the Ether Rocks project. Ether Rocks is a year old right now. We still dropping singles off of that shit. We did our thing. The Crownsville album is on the way. Go get the new boot camp, what you call Strength Jump Off. And is that it? Was there anything else I need to mention? All right, rock on.